Hi, how are you feeling today?
Hey, I'm doing fine today. Good day.
Um, how do you pronounce your name?
Essie?
Essie? Okay,
Hmm.
I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you from around here? Are you from Michigan?
No, I was born and raised in Illinois, Mississippi. We
Okay.
moved up here in 1970. We've been here going on now for almost 40 years. Um, when I first came up here, I really didn't like Michigan because down south, we had just started the segregation,
Okay.
and the black and the whites was going to school down there, getting along very well. Came up here in 1970. They also started their segregation right in there, and there was more riots and fight going
Really?
on. Yeah, I did not like this town when I first came up here.
Yeah, I can see that would be really
Yeah,
not
the
something that you would
kids
want to
was
come into.
rough. The kids
Hmm.
was rough up here. It was rough, and they always picked on people with a southern accent,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, I didn't too much care for it when I first came up
So, what was your life like in Mississippi?
here. You know what? If a lot of people would have said, if anybody really knew me back then, I say it was my best experience. I worked the cotton fields. I picked the cotton. I have lived on a plantation.
Hmm.
You know, when you turn 4 or 5, you old enough to go and work the fields. So,
Really, that young?
yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah. So I thought the experience that I had in my life made me the person that who I am today.
Hmm.
So
And what was your, if you don't mind me asking, talking about it, what was your family situation like down there?
we was poor.
Okay.
We was poor. We worked the fields sun up to sundown. My mom, who I love dearly, but we really never got along that good because I'm the black sheep. I feel like I'm the black sheep of the family, but my mom, she did everything she could for 14 of us. My mom had two sets of generation. She got an older generation, and then she started a second generation. She got 4 kids from the older generation, and then she turned around and had 10 kids from the new generation.
Quite a handful.
Oh yeah, and she did it all. She raised us all by herself. We didn't have no dad. You know, all of us, just about all of us had different dads. So
Hmm.
14 kids, yeah.
That's really respectable. That sounds like a lot of hard work.
She did whatever she could.
Hmm.
She may not give us that time, that love, that attention that we needed, but she made sure we had a roof over our head, food in our stomach, you know. And to me, with 14 kids, you couldn't ask for nothing else.
Hmm.
So, I just sometimes I get scared that I'm following in that pattern because I got a relationship with somebody, but it ain't that solid relationship. Yeah, I would prefer to be in a different area concerning relationship part. Yeah, but unfortunately, it ain't happening like that. So, and right now I'm too old to be trying to get to be happy with what I got right now.
Hmm.
I got my daughter, I got my two grandbabies, I got God, I got my health. I'm
That's
working
great.
on getting it better. So,
Well, it
but
sounds like you're in a good place within yourself where you are right
I
now.
am,
That's
I
good.
am, and I'm another one to say I don't need no man to confine me. So to make me who the person I am, I don't did good all these years without one. So hey, I'm happy with it.
Well,
I'm
that's
good.
great. It sounds like your mom being really independent and providing for you guys has also made you, you need you're fine with just yourself. You take care of yourself. You're happy with where you are.
Yes, I
That's a really
am.
good thing.
Yeah, thanks to my mom. Like I said, she did whatever she had to do to make sure her kids was okay.
Hmm.
We may not liked everything she did, but who is we to judge her? So yeah,
So how are you liking after, you've been here for quite some time, how are you liking Michigan now? Like,
I'm enjoying it more now because I'm older and I
okay.
ain't got to deal with all that other stuff that we walked into when we first came up here.
Hmm.
Um, I can't complain about nothing. I could, but I'm not. I'm just content. I'm humble. I just like to humble myself every once in a while and just sit back and chill
That's nice.
and just take it in. You know,
Hmm.
and that's it.
So what do you like to do in your spare time?
If I'm not playing bingo, oh,
Okay.
okay, let's say it like this. If I'm not doing my homework,
Mhm.
I like to go play bingo.
Okay.
And if I got the extra money, I go to the casino.
Oh, what casino do you go to?
All of them.
All of them.
I'm a, I'm a member in all of them. Yes.
Is that something that you've always been into?
No,
No.
no. After I gave up, when I quit doing the drugs, I had to find other things to do to entertain myself.
Okay.
And when I gave up the drugs in my life, started school. I started school. I'm gonna tell you, school saved my life. To be honest with you, it saved my life because if I had to went and sign up for a class, I'd have still been out there doing what I'm doing, even at my age right now. And someone told me one time that drugs, drugs is just like a gun. It don't discriminate
Mhm.
who it takes in. And I just got so sick and tired, of going to these treatment centers and meeting with certain people, young people that got the book smart but didn't have the street
I
smart,
should understand.
and they didn't understand where I was coming from. And I got offended, you know. And I said,
Yeah.
"Well, what can you do for me? What can you tell me that I don't already know?"
Right, that's understandable.
And they didn't have no experience. They had the book smart, like I said, but they just didn't have the street smart.
Mhm.
And to me, and that's what really made me decide that I really wanted to be a substance abuse counselor.
Okay.
That's
So
what
that's
really made me decide because of all the treatment centers that I went in to get the help that I need. Most of them, the young females couldn't tell me anything, and that's when I decided.
well.
The
That's
last time I went, about 5 years ago, I
okay.
decided right then and there, it's time.
Well, that's great because I mean, you went in and you had these experiences that weren't very helpful to you, and you took that instead of dwelling on it and the negatives, you took it and you're saying you want to better it and you want to help these people because these people don't know the ways, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have the experience, if you're going to have the experiences on both sides, I see that being very helpful to someone else who may be in your situation someday.
Oh yeah, yeah. And and like I said, I'm not gonna knock those counselors because there is somebody gonna come in that they can help. But
Mhm.
the thing is, you can't help me because you haven't experienced what I have experienced. You haven't been down that road that I haven't been down. So,
Mhm.
and I feel like I can't even really sit there and say really how I feel about the situation. All I know is until you get that, I'm not saying go out there and experience drugs, like I'm saying. But sometimes you gotta go out there and hit them streets and just to meet people and kind of pick up an idea
Mhm.
of what you really gonna deal with when somebody come into that office and you there to get them help. You gotta know what you're dealing with.
That makes sense.
So, and like I said, with me being on the drugs and doing what I have done, know what I have been through, been homeless because of that drug, lost my family because of that drug. You know, maybe just what I have went through, I can take that and help one person. If I can
Definitely.
help one person, that would fulfill my goal. So,
That's really nice.
oh yeah,
I'm so glad to hear that you're done with it and you got help and now you totally turned it around and you said school has saved you. So what do you said you want to do substance abuse?
I really like to go into substance abuse counseling. Um, well, it's social work slash substance abuse counseling because you kind of get through the social work to order to get to the substance abuse,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of run hand in hand. You need to experience of how to be a social worker in order to be a substance abuse counselor. So, and that's my goal, and that's what I'm working on. Well, my first goal was to graduate from KVCC, which I did, April the 28th.
Good.
Quote, quote, did that. And now my second goal is finish Western and trying to find me a part-time job as a substance abuse counselor.
So how many years of schooling do you have left? Or?
This is my first semester
Okay.
at Western.
How do you like it?
It scares me.
Really? How come?
Yeah. Because here are the teachers, and they're so far with the experience that I have been with the instructor, they make you use your brains and they get you prepared for the real world. You know, KVCC also help get you prepared, but Western really challenge that brain up there. They
Mhm.
make you use it. That's what you got up there for, and they're gonna make you use it.
Mhm.
They're gonna bring it out of you.
But in the long run, do you think that'll help you and that'll be a good thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was the first. I got this class here, and then I got my second class, and I think I couldn't get an X for a better because this one here helped me prepare for my second class. My second class, my teacher is he kind of intimidate me a little bit, but he's strong. He makes me go out and get the things, use the tools that I have to use to succeed in his class.
Okay.
And even though sometimes I don't like that, I have to accept that because I know he's only doing his job. So
And what class is that?
that's ecology of the family.
Does that interest you at all, or it's just stressful and hard?
Well, you know what? It kind of get you set up. It's kind of get you set up with dealing with families, because
Mhm.
either dealing with a different culture. So yeah, I like that. It's just not about what you doing, but you can deal with a bunch of other people. So outside of your race,
And how do you like this class, this interviewing and assessment class?
I love it. But you know what I like about Miss Murray? She made this class fun.
Yeah, I agree.
She made it fun. She made this class fun. My other class is more intense.
Mhm.
But thank God I got this class. I can come in the morning. I can be relaxed
Yeah.
because I know at 2 o'clock I'm gonna be all stressed out and so frustrated. But it's different. She
Mhm.
do it. She make you relax and more easy to do this class.
I had her last semester, and I thought that too. When I came in, if she's relaxed, it makes the whole class
Yes.
way easier to enjoy. You relax, you're not so tense.
Yes. And then compared to with my second class, when he came in, he came in like, oh, I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna make you learn, but it's not gonna be easy.
Mhm.
And that's different between this class. So, but she does what she have to do
Mhm.
to make us do what we have to do. So and she make the class easy to understand.
Yeah.
With him, I have to call or email him 2 or 3 times to ask him, okay, to make sure I'm getting the understanding of what you want me to do. I have to email him. Her, she break it down, she explains it, and I know what I'm supposed to do. She make it easy for us. She make it real easy on us for this
Mhm.
fight. Him is totally different. So
Yeah, and I learned a lot.
yeah, and I'm so glad I took this class
Me too.
because at first when they say, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
That's
So,
how I was.
But hey, I'm glad I took it now. Yeah, she made it real easy for me.
Well, it sounds like you said you're very content with where you are in your life personally, and school's on track for you, and you've graduated from KVCC, and you definitely have set future plans. So I'm really glad to hear all that, and I wish you the best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thanks for talking with me.
You too. Glad to meet you, Ashley.
We're at like 13:30.